Okay, we're live enough.
Yeah,
Good.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
right.
Is everyone
Hello.
is everyone here? Is everyone connected?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
seems like it. Yeah.
Abdul, can you speak? Okay, good. So, um, yeah. What we're gonna do today is just clean up the repo. It's better if we do it like have like a solid start time and an end time to when we're doing this refactoring, so it doesn't bother, so it doesn't introduce unexpected breaking changes into anyone's code.
hmm
Um, Basically, um, my I'm responsible for the back end. Akhilesh is responsible for the front end. Victor is responsible for us, for both of us. Like the final, he has the final say
Yeah,
to
he has the final say. There you
best
go.
chief of best practices.
Yeah.
So, um,
And I'm here for moral support.
Yeah.
your job is just to learn and to um,
Support the cause.
get a
Yeah.
good get a good lay of the land, understand where everything is,
Okay.
where everything will be in the future. Okay. Um, so let's. I'm probably gonna have to share my whole screen for this. So let me just close all of my everything I have open. So a lot of apps open. Yeah, it's gonna be way easier because I'll be switching between apps. And I'll do one screen. Okay. Uh, I do like this. All right. I guess everyone can see, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, doke. So this is the repo as it is right now. Um, Backend slash server, front end, and tests.
hmm
These are separate node packages. I believe they're all common JS. Isn't that right, Victor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just leave it like that. And no, I mean, the common JS thing is not a big deal to me right now, because, like, yeah, it's like roughly common JS and ESM are both really, really annoying. So the main thing that we want to work on today is like organizing the folder and file structure of the repo, and yeah, and I've also gone through the README a little bit yesterday. So we have like the setup. Abdul helped with this actually, but we have this like this is the minimal setup you need to get running here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and then
hmm
optional things here. Um, each have little arrows. So if you want to deploy on AWS Bedrock, you unclick that arrow. Then you have tests. So the tests are important. They should be highlighted. Um, and yeah, this all works right now. So we just need to keep things working and then to restructure it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions so far?
Nope.
Okay. So let's go through the structure. So I was thinking for a long time about how we can rename the front end and the back end, because the back end is actually the front end is actually full stack, actually contains most of the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way I think about it, back end is anything behind an API. So that's that includes most of what's in here. So I'm proposing that we call this one web, um, and then we call this one server.
Okay.
And web is a Next.js app. Server is an Express.js app. Then we create a lib folder. Um, Inside the lib folder, we're gonna move a lot of stuff from the backend from server,
hmm
that's going to be linked to from both web and server. And we also create a DB folder where where we move the database stuff. We could put it in lib/db actually, but I don't know. I kind of feel like it's important
Fine.
enough to have its own device.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's important. Yeah, me
Um,
too.
yeah, and also you can that makes it easier to cd into it and then do like npm run
Yeah,
instead. Test will stay as is. Oh, by the way, I was a little nervous. Like, would this even work? Like this, because basically, this one includes these, and this one includes these. I was nervous, like if that's gonna work or if it's gonna give a bunch of dependency errors. I tested it yesterday and it works. The so actually making a mono repo was not very challenging. Like
Wow.
you can literally just you can literally just reorganize things and you set. I'll show you later. But basically, you set this one. You put this one in the dependency list of this one,
yeah.
and it works. It resolves the conflicts. Um, you just have to run. I believe you have to run npm install in this one first, and then this one. I think.
But but if we have like a parent package.json like dependency list,
Yeah.
out of everything like in the root, and mention everything, every tree dependency
Hmm.
package.json in that one,
Yeah.
then if we run npm install in the root, then it would install everything, every package, and it should resolve dependencies as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. That. Yeah. So you add a package.json here, which is the monorepo
exactly.
package.json,
Yeah,
and then that one has something called workspaces.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Why
yeah.
is it
Well,
why is it called workspaces exactly?
I am, yeah, because each workspace contains a specific part of the whole repo, and it has its own
Okay.
purpose. So I mean, I don't know if why exactly, but I think this may be the reason.
Just what?
Because everything serves its own purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And will that work fine when we upload it? Yeah, will that work fine in for Vercel as well?
Yeah, I think it should. It should work fine because everything yeah, it should work fine as well
Okay.
in that as well. But if it's work, I mean, we should have definitely tested locally first. I think it should work. I'm 95% sure that it should work, but
Yeah,
still,
I've tested
yeah,
it. I've tested it locally.
yeah,
Um, like I just did a test yesterday. It works.
yeah. I'm talking about the putting a package.json on the in the root.
Yeah, I had to do that.
Oh, oh, okay.
That was the first step I had to do. But I didn't run npm commands from the root.
Oh, okay.
I just went into the subdirectories and ran them there.
Yeah, yeah. So I was talking about like running them in the root, and
Yeah.
then everything should work.
But one nice benefit of doing that as well is that you can have like a master command in the root that starts both of the servers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Um,
And there's something called turbo repo as well. We can
hmm?
use that.
What's the
Yeah.
advantage of that?
It it's supposed to make everything super fast, like the builds and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we can
Yeah. I
use
think
that.
that's what you added to the document, like the GitHub gist. I saw the double.json or something. Maybe scroll down a little bit.
This.
Yeah, double.json. So
Yeah, 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 yeah. So we can add that as well.
Okay, just makes it faster.
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes everything fast.
Cool.
And it's also like by Vercel, so there will be like a nice way of everything working together.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, then I guess we're locked in for life.
Yeah, that's the benefit that Vercel has over everyone.
I think, yeah, I think about that a lot. Actually, I'm hoping that I do think that like Netlify is already kind of disrupting that. So hopefully it won't happen. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I saw something about Open Next. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I can share the link to you guys. So you can actually deploy Next.js on AWS and other vendors.
Open next.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that might be what Netlify is using. But
Uh-huh.
anyways, Netlify has their own version.
yeah. I did send the link in the chat so you want to take
Okay.
a look.
Yeah, that would be
Uh,
interesting.
so
Uh,
it's managed by AWS, Cloudflare, and Netlify.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, and so it's backed by like
Okay.
AWS maintains the AWS thing, and Cloudflare team maintains the Cloudflare adapter, and then Netlify
Yeah, with
maintains
all these.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
interesting. Okay. Does okay, interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Um, so yeah, potentially we could run on AWS, although right now it's free, so we're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Uh, interesting. Yeah, there's also like in theory we could thinking in that vein, like sometime in the future, it might even be possible to no Next.js is serverless entirely, right? But
yeah.
I'm just thinking if we could run WebSockets, if one of those would allow us to run WebSockets. I'm not sure. Um, so because we can't run the whole reason of having the server is because we can't run the WebSockets in the
Yeah,
web
yeah.
app. Anyways, that's really helpful. Uh, the other thing is, yeah, I decided, yeah, I think I want to put all the templates in all of our official templates um,
Yeah.
in the main repo. Um, Personally, I like having them as separate repos because it's just like, oh, any random person can find it on GitHub and they can be like, oh, this is a nice Streamlit template that I can fork and like use by
Mm,
itself. So I
mm.
really like that, but the downside ends up being that just like when you're looking for everything, it's just really you cannot find it. So so I decided, okay, we'll put them all into one repo, and it will be way easier for contributors to like
To add one, yeah.
yeah to do
Yeah. Sure.
that. So let me open my AI code editor of the day.
You have both of them.
Oh my God, you have everything.
I have a new one actually.
Oh yeah,
Are you
but
serious?
yeah,
you
he
get
has
monthly
everything.
you get monthly credits, guys. So this is for the first week of the month. This is for the second week of the month.
That's
So okay, I think my windsurf is working pretty well right now. So okay, and I will also open this. Yeah, so I'll just kind of look through everything. So my thought was for today, maybe Akhilesh, because you have a lot of. Um, Let me make a Google Doc.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, let me make a Google Doc here, and I'll start writing like all the things to do. Um, so the the thing that I'm working on like is basically um, on the back end, like move DB and move DB files to DB directory, move lib files to new, yeah, to lib directory. Um, that's that's most of it. And then I was thinking on the front end, Akhilesh, maybe you could describe what you think has to be done
Um,
for renaming and moving things.
yeah. So yeah, me and Victor were working on renaming the editor structure, editor files basically, and moving around things in them.
Yeah.
So we might first complete that, um, and then after move things over to the structure that you have described.
okay.
So Victor, so as we already talked, um, So the AI chat is already done. So I've moved around a lot of things into components, hooks, and then there are
Mhm.
common input and then stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think it's good to go for now, the AI chat, but everything else is, yeah, there are some parts that we might not understand, like a new contributor will not understand. For example, there is, if you scroll down a little bit, James,
Yeah.
yeah, so the editor folder is not open, I think. Yeah, and then close the AI chat for now. Okay, so there are like code editor wrapper, copilot elements, editor layout, session timeout,
Yeah.
dialog, and stuff like that could be moved around into separate folders. And then in the if you open sidebar or terminals,
Where?
um, I
Terminal?
think, yeah, terminals. So yeah, I think yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so stuff like that. I mean, it's not a big change, but it's just moving things around so that we understand them a little bit better.
Can I say what I find confusing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
Sure.
it seems like it's getting more organized. What I mainly find confusing is that I feel like there's lib folders everywhere.
Yeah,
Maybe that's supposed to be like that. I don't know, but like, so for example, you have components slash
editor slash.
editor slash AI chat slash lib. But then like you also have lib slash
Yeah, live separately. Yeah.
Monaco, um, which I'm just wondering like why is a folder to do with editing in lib slash Monaco instead of
Okay.
in AI
Yeah.
chat slash lib? Um,
Okay.
like, and then another example of that would just be like maybe you have lib slash terminal.ts, but then here you also have um, component slash terminals. So in theory, you could have a component slash terminal slash lib, like you have a component slash editor slash AI chat slash lib. Uh,
Mm, yeah.
so I'm not sure why a lib goes in one place instead of the other.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, we should organize that a lot. So if you scroll down, how many files, how many lib, I'm sorry, how many folders are in the lib folder, the general lib folder?
Yeah, the general lib folder has API,
API and then
which kind of
constant.
okay. So this is backend, so it kind of makes sense that it's here.
Hmm. Hmm.
Constants is very universal.
Data,
Data,
the data folder. What do we have there? Oh, okay. So it's kind of okay. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
uh, oh, data.
Yeah, this is important for the profile page,
Yeah.
and the project templates are used in the context of the AI chat.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
And also, and the project templates here um, are actually used also in the menu where user selects a template.
yeah.
So if you see, there would be a template which is disabled true. I think so.
Like,
Or everything is enabled. Okay, no worries. So it's kind of like that. And then the Monaco config. Yeah. So what we can do is, okay. So this is a compiler. Okay, and language server. Okay. Yeah, so what we can do is I would just yeah, I would do what I would do is just moving the lib folder from the AI chat and everywhere else, and moving things here. So the lib folder around the repo is universal, and everything that belongs to the AI chat will be in the in a folder inside of the lib folder called AI chat or something like that, or it's just AI.
what do you think, Victor?
Yeah, what do you think, Victor? Yeah, open to criticism.
Yeah. I think that's solid. Actually, that's
Sorry.
good.
Because
I,
I do see what you're trying to do here is that these are like universal lib things that whereas up here it's like front end lib.
Yes. So yeah, those are yeah. So those lib folder, I mean that lib folder is specifically for AI chat, and everything that is used in there is specifically for the AI chat. So
So I think we could still have the general lib only for things that like we use multiple times across different pages.
Yeah,
But the other libs should be specific to the implementation for that particular component or page.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. So
sorry, I didn't get. Can you say that again? Sorry.
So I was saying that you could have a specific lib in the components folder just for the particular component. For example, like what you have over here, where you have the lib for the AI chat, and you could have a general lib for things that are reused across multiple pages or components
Hmm, hmm,
in
hmm.
the
So we
project.
would have a lib folder for the AI chat in the AI chat folder as well, and the general lib folder as well. Is that what you're saying, or just moving the lib folder that we have in the AI chat and making it general? Um,
I think what Victor's saying is it because it's only used if it's only ever going to be used by AI chat,
yeah,
then it does make sense to put it here.
yeah.
Um,
That's the case here, by the way. Yeah.
but um,
Let's think through.
but if it's something that could potentially be useful in other places,
Um,
yeah,
for the AI chat lib folder, I don't think there would be. I mean, all of the things in there are mainly for the AI chat.
okay,
So I don't think those things are used in anything else.
okay,
But
um,
there might be some things from the general lib folder that might be used in the AI chat components. So that could be the case, but vice versa is not the case here.
um, and then how do you decide what goes in lib versus in the AI chat folder? Because like this is components, right? So
Yeah.
wouldn't this one go in here, or why is it in lib?
Oh, so th that markdown components file is um, basically the file that decides what to render when the AI is streaming response. Like if the AI is streaming with backslashes or something like that, then it detects that, and then it generates the code blocks or the file paths or something or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that basically contains stuff, everything from there.
Okay.
So that's kind of used in general things like Markdown components are used. So there's a function, create Markdown components. So that function
Oh.
is doing everything that I just described.
Oh, so it's not a component.
Yeah, that it's basically it's not a component, it's a function that in which we pass the streaming response from the AI, and then it decides what to do.
Okay. Yeah. I was just sort of expressing the things that confuse me. I think it's a bit clearer for me now.
And
Um, like understand that. Um,
so we can maybe rename the Markdown components file to create Markdown components. So it
yeah.
might be clear for yeah.
Yeah. Apply button, create markdown. Yeah, for sure. One thing that would help me a lot is a comment at the top of every file that just says what it
Yeah,
does.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Because like it's been a while, and I go into some of these ones like you know
Yeah, we need
and
to add a lot of JS docs as well.
just anything, yeah, that would make it kind of clear. Okay, and then here is so I'll close that. So we have editor. Okay, so I'll close up the components. Context, I think that's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Lib is going to be all TypeScript, no TSX. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if it has TSX, then it would be in um,
It would be in the parent folder rather than being here.
compo- components.
Yeah.
Um, And so we have lib/templates.
So yeah, so this is
Uh,
telling AI telling AI what the file structure of the template is. So it has the basic idea of the template structure. Um,
yeah.
so yeah,
So
so that's what it's doing right now. I mean in this file actually. So I think probably we can move this into the lib folder of the AI. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wait. Let me figure out what this.
Oh, but yeah. Um, Actually, we cannot actually, now that I think about it, because this is actually used in the API route of the AI, like API slash AI, and then there's route.ts, and it's being used in that.
So think about this from the perspective of someone who's adding a new template, right? Um,
Yeah.
of a contributor. Right now, they have to go to the templates folder, then they have to go to lib/templates/index.ts, and then they
And
have
there's,
to go to
yeah,
lib/data.
data.
So what
Yes.
we really want to do is actually move all of this, I think, outside of the web folder and into the new templates folder.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yes.
And the templates folder could have like an index.ts
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
on its
Yeah.
own. That way, you can contribute templates just through that.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
I think that's
Um.
the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
But that
Okay.
could be one of the last things that we change because,
Yeah. It is not that.
yeah,
Okay.
we're not we're not adding templates right now. Um, okay, so yeah, so I think I'm going to. So my plan right now is to add in the monorepo, um, yeah, which I've already practiced, so I know that it works um, for the back end. Yeah, or I can just use the existing commits that I had um, for that. And
And will you be adding turbo repo as well?
like you said, it just makes things faster, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then I will just do that last
Okay.
because
Yeah.
um, it's yeah, it's just a performance gain. Whereas
Performance. And they say that it saves the compute time. I mean, that's basically what.
that is performance.
Yeah. That's performance. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
Right. Just wanted to ask something. How do you plan to implement the monorepo structure?
yeah. In this, right?
Yeah, because the only like the ones I'm familiar with it was either we use PNPM workspaces, TurboRepo, or NX. Because TurboRepo basically handles everything about a monorepo. It's all about monorepos. So I was thinking we could just start with that and
Oh,
do everything.
oh wait, you're saying that you can't have that it's a separate thing from npm workspaces?
I haven't so
I
I
thought
haven't
you.
tried any workspaces. So I was like,
Let me show.
TurboRepo basically does that already. That what it does. Like it's a monorepo setup.
But I think it's basically the same. I think it's
Okay.
basically the same thing. I'll walk you. I'll show you what I've done. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
If you
Thank.
guys want, we can just walk through it together.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be fine. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. So, how's, um, let's see what we got. Let's see. Solution fix. Here we go. All right. How's it going, Burhan? You okay? Cool. So, all right. So yeah, I'll just go through. There were a couple of things, Victor. The main thing was I'll show you actually. So here. Okay, the main thing that the only hiccup that I had when I went to monorepo, so I only did it with DB, but the other stuff I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
worked because DB was basically the hard part that we were talking about. So here I go to backend, and we have DB in a couple places. In front end slash server slash DB. Okay. And this really bothered me that it was like this because like there's literally the exact same schema in two different places in the
Mm.
repo, and that is like yeah against the rules of programming. So I said I'll try and fix this. The one thing that that did hiccup that I had was this. So we have the schema here, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is in the back end. Wait, so the schema here is in the back end, but you also had it. Ah, yeah. Sometimes. Oh, how do I go back? Let me go back to this. Okay, so and then this is in the front end, and we also have index, reveal, and export. This is okay. Now we're in the front. It also gets very. Oh no, this isn't. It gets very confusing because we have front end slash server.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna we should change this to front end slash API.
Yeah. 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 That
So
makes sense.
here, this is the this is where the schema is, right? And then we have this. We have env. We have lib slash env. This is what became tricky. So this is this library T3 OSS and
Yeah.
Next.js is apparently ESM library, and it
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
it broke when I tried to move it to the like include it from the backend. But once I did that, it wasn't a problem anymore.
Okay.
So I think for now, I would suggest that we just like rewrite this file to not use and Next.js for the validation and just remove that.
Mm.
And then we can add it back. But it's kind of been the other thing that we want to do is we want to move the .env file to the root directory,
Mm.
but we're not sure if that's possible. I'm not sure if that's possible with like yeah, it should be fine. I'm not sure. so so let's see if that would work. So basically remove this.
Okay.
And then here at the end, it's using safe parse. What do you think? Will this work? So
It could work actually.
the whole library is basically this. Possible. Um, let me see if that builds. Okay, that. Um, Didn't work. Oh, okay. Yeah, because now they might be. It doesn't force them to be defined now.
Okay.
So I had a different workaround yesterday. And I was in monorepo, and this is what I ended up doing was, and this is, I'm not on this. Wait, why am I? Let me go to the main branch. That's what I was on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
If I take, and this is in, oh, okay. This one. So yeah, I was able to get it to work without the library fine. So what I what I did was I deleted in the first step. Deleted index, and I moved schema. I moved this to the back end here. Like I moved that stuff to a new folder. I added the monorepo setup in the root directory, and this is following along just this monorepo setup.
Mm-hmm.
So add a package.json in the root directory, add workspaces,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, add packages for the new the new lib. Uh, then move the files, and then I skipped one thing. This add the libs into your dependencies with @organization/lib. So that's what I did, and it did work. So we'll have to go to yeah. So I could just check this out and show you that it works. So here, and then I'll show you the file that I changed for the environment variables. So now there's a DB folder here with index.ts, a package.json, the schema, and here it's just Zod Open API. Oh, that was another thing that I had to add. And then it's literally just this one doesn't do the validation. I think that's what broke just now. Like this isn't validating, it's just casting everything as a string.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if we're fine with this for now, then we can move on. So the first step was just what is it? Merge route. Why did this get here? Oh, yeah, this was an accident. That's not supposed to be there. Okay. So the first step was creating this DB folder. Then here you can see I'm just renaming all the imports. Um, and also removing the drizzle stuff from the... Actually, no, the drizzle stays. Then changing ../db to getwit/db. And yeah, then just like I deleted both of the DB folders and then just added one. Actually, no, I think I just deleted the front end first in this first commit. And then in the second commit, I deleted the second one. And that's where I had to remove this T3 OSS. Because this was only in the front end, so not in the back end. So that broke stuff. Yeah. So let's say we go on from there and we'll add the second lib. How about that?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So let me discard this. Okay. Okay. So the second one, basically, what I'm gonna do is I will add a new folder here called lib, and then for the inside here, just like I did in DB, I have like a package.json, right? And then this one will be called /lib. Don't need don't no none of that. But it will have some dependencies, and then I'll just go to backend/server, and I will move basically all these services. I think I'll move the services into lib like this. And does that save those files or not? Okay, it does. Okay. So here you can see these are just moved files.
Yeah.
Oh, but it didn't save the... let's see.
Probably you don't have auto save enabled.
I just did save all.
Okay, that's fine.
But it
should.
didn't...
Yeah, then it should actually save the changed
Yeah.
path.
Let's have a look at what happened there. So I
Yeah.
go to source here, and then this is the file, and then this.
Yeah.
Okay. It was supposed to fix that. It didn't.
It didn't do that.
So now we're just going to do it by ourselves. It's like I'm waiting. I'm like, should I do it or will Windsurf do it? Come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
it was doing it. If you move your cursor to the end of the line or somewhere around
You have
that.
to get it. You just have to get it a little warmed up.
Okay, good.
Just like this. Come on, buddy. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Well, this is how I would have done it back in the year 2000.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Wait, what?
It's not like
Sorry.
this.
No, that's fast to include.
Yeah, where's the...
Oh, that's fast to include. That's not the replace thing.
There it is.
Yeah.
But that will be only the single file. Okay.
How's this look?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
I think it's not replace. Getwit lib. Getwit/lib is the proxy for services.
That's where I just moved them to.
Okay, yeah. Okay, first slash lab.
Here it is. It should be like this.
Okay. No. Okay.
We're still getting some type
And then
errors.
probably restart the TypeScript server. It'll-
One thing we forgot to do. One
Install.
thing we have to do. We have to go in here, package.json, and then we have to
Uh,
do it as a
you-
dependency. Wait, did we do that already?
no, you need to click on
Oh,
that.
here. That was just windsurf being
Yeah,
special.
yeah.
Okay.
There
All
we
right.
go. Now it should
I
be.
definitely didn't do that. Okay, there.
Yeah, now
So
it should be good.
let's see.
Maybe you have to install.
Just needs a second, I think. Or install. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Uh,
Definitely have to install. npm install. That's what I did.
oh.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a typo there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Oh, workspaces. It needs to go in the workspace. So we go to package.json here.
Yeah. Then lib. Perfect.
delete.
But it's not that much work, really. See, like
Yeah.
it's
For
really
sure.
now it's fine.
No, it's fine.
See?
Oh yeah. There we
Oh,
go.
now.
That's
Wow.
that feels so satisfying for some reason.
Yeah, man.
You like that, Victor?
Yeah.
I know. You just want to put everything. You just want to make like lots of packages. Put
Wow.
everything into like separate packages. Um. So yeah, we can make lots of these. I'll probably put the sandbox JS package in here too, so that way
Oh
it gives,
yeah.
it gives us Daytona
Did
and
you
sandbox.
did you release that on npm?
I did,
Oh okay. Perfect.
but but it's likely that we'll be the only ones that are really using it for a while. So
Yeah, that's
might
fine.
as well monorepo it,
Yeah.
unless other people start using it. Then I think it's good to have its own repo.
Yeah.
So okay, so I just did. So let's see if there's some other errors. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That must be. Okay, so it's in.
So this is mostly what I ended up doing last time, is just like going through these and installing the packages again.
Uh-huh. Installing each package again?
Yeah, because they're installed right now in the backend repo, but they should be in the lib repo.
Yeah.
So I could copy them. I could kind of just like go here. There's a lot of them. See. Um, yeah. Okay. The utils also need to move over. It looks like possibly.
Yeah.
Are we using the utils? Are all okay? The utils need to move over. What about middle? No, middleware should stay here. That's just that.
Mm.
Yeah, middleware should stay. So we put utils lib here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then yes.
Yes, and then it doesn't do it.
Yeah, it doesn't do it.
Sad. um. So okay.
Hmm. Okay. Some are gone. Suck it out. Middleware. Oh yeah. Need to do that as
So
well.
yeah, the rest of this is going to be quite boring. It's just literally just matching up all the paths to make sure they work.
Oh man. Suck it out.
Akash, don't act so disappointed every time I get a type error, because it's going to be going on for the next 20 minutes. um,
And then there's a type mismatch. Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Um,
This is just
Hmm.
yeah. Actually, I'm not sure where that one came from.
it was not there before.
It says it couldn't find the model socket.io.
That one's
Um, it's
that one's
yeah,
just this.
exactly. Yeah, I think that should fix the other thing as well.
Really? That one's related to auth though.
Yeah, the types were not correct, so probably because the socket was not installed already.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was thinking. Okay, that is done. Okay. Yeah, it's see. Oh,
New
E2B.
error. Oh, the service is removed over. Probably need to find the whole list of packages. Let me just see
Sandbox.
more.
I know what that is. Oh, the auth thing did get fixed. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
If
because
limiter,
socket was not there.
Oh, interesting.
Uh, but it seems like um the lib folder does not use the node modules that are in. Do we need a separate package.json for the lib folder as well?
yeah, that's the whole idea. That's what we're doing
Yeah.
right now.
Do we have that already?
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
But
that's
then, yeah, but that then it should shouldn't it be installing all of these things when we run npm install or npm ci in the lib folder?
no, because we didn't add them as dependencies of the lib. They're dependencies of the backend, which is a separate package.
Oh yeah. But can we not if we make a package.json in the lib folder, right? And then we mention the workspace in that, then it should
So,
install.
let, so right now, what we had originally was we had a backend slash server package
Yeah,
which had all of these dependencies, right?
yeah.
So we're splitting this into two packages. So some of these dependencies stay, and some of them go into the new package.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. It's very tedious, and it's very simple. It's very there's
Hmm.
there's no and it's
Okay,
very
yeah.
straightforward.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So I don't know what I don't know if you're saying if there's like a way to do it faster, but that's what that's why I said just to be patient. It will take 15 minutes to do it.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
But I think one thing we're missing is removing the packages
What?
also from the main folder, for instance. Moving the packages we're installing from the into the lib folder from the server folder. So they're no longer needed in the server anymore. I don't know if you get what I was trying to say.
I
For instance, we don't need SSH2 anymore in the server since we moved it out of the server.
yeah
So
yeah. I'm gonna remove it.
okay.
I'm gonna remove it. Don't worry. Yeah. Um, I'm gonna take this. So here, I'm gonna put it in lib. This one goes here. Right. Okay. And then just gonna find this. Like if you wanted to, you could copy. You could go find them. You could copy them from one file, delete them, move them to the other.
Hmm.
I just prefer building it from scratch. It only takes 10 minutes to do it. Uh, so we can do simple git. Okay. Here. Okay. Projects. SSH. Oh, I'm in the wrong directory. So here, there. Okay. So this is the last one, and I think. I think we're just on. I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This will go away once we delete the. So what have we done? We've created a new folder. We've turned it into a module. We've turned it into a
Mm-hmm.
dependency. We've turned it into a workspace of the monorepo and a dependency of the backend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then what I did was I figured out which dependencies of the old backend folder needed to be moved into the lib folder. I installed them in the lib folder, so now that all of these here, all of these here, um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing to do, as Victor rightly pointed out, is we should probably remove these from the original. Um, So not and actually, I think I created this little error because if we go to the server package here, I have just okay E2B. Oh, that's weird.
There's no need to be.
Let's see.
Oh, because it's referencing the git lib.
You just removed it, so you might need to run npm install.
What?
Yeah, you
I
need
think
to
you
do
just
npm install again.
No, this
to
is in the
install.
server. This is in the server directory.
Hmm?
Well, we're in the server directory. We're in here, right?
Yeah,
Right
you
here.
just removed.
You
Yeah,
removed that, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, it should be removed. That's good. Then I forgot
Mm.
I removed it. So then we should get rid of we should see what else we can get rid of. Probably hopefully this, maybe this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if that works. So if
Here.
the server.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're having this last E2B error. It
can you
looks like
run install first?
what? Oh,
Can you
okay.
try?
Yeah,
Yeah,
npm install first.
okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So
now it should be okay.
Let's see if it's gonna work.
you sure?
Yeah, if you try.
I don't think it will.
No.
So
You should.
because when I ran, because I already ran npm install, that's why I didn't.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff, so it's possible. But um, I think this is not E2B is missing. This is that E2B. This is that we're looking at a different version of E2B than we expect because there's certain parameters that are not.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that this parameter is only in a special version of E2B. So let's go to uh, let's just check and see what versions got
Okay.
added. I suspect this is 125 autopause 1. Okay.
And then the thing that we removed was also, I think, the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Probably be some things in the package or lock.
what?
Maybe some.
You want to look in the package log?
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
would be the issue.
Oh yeah, package lock would be the reason. Yeah.
Why? Why would that happen, Victor?
Yeah, sometimes the packages change, like the dependency of E2P itself will have changed.
So here we're in lib.
Let's
Okay.
look for E2P.
Lips are
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
okay.
so
checking.
this looks wrong, right?
I'm
This
coming.
looks
Let me
wrong.
Oh
see
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
So
E2P. I'm trying to cross check with the original version. Um, yeah, it's wrong. Yeah,
that
it
is
should
wrong.
show 1 point. Yeah, I'm checking with
Yeah,
the that we
you
have.
can actually do uh, discard the changes and then run it again. Oh, npm upgrade. Yeah, that also works.
What? How did it get the old version? I can't remember. I probably ran.
It happened with me too when I was just updating everything and then forgot that we are using a specific version of E2B.
Well, it looks like we're pretty behind though. That's version 1.7 of currently 1.25.
No, cause it's Let's see. We want 125 because it's a beta version. Like it's a beta version.
Okay.
Um, so I think the beta versions might be named differently or something.
Hmm.
So it's okay. Okay.
So you getting the same error. E2P.
Okay. So here, lib package.json to be. Um, okay.
Can't see the log file anymore.
That log file must have been in the root directory. See?
Hmm.
So there is no log file in the lib. Is that normal?
Yeah, that's normal. There
Okay.
should be one log file in the root. That's it.
Okay. So then let's delete the package log here in server folder. Maybe that could be an issue.
Yeah.
So here I'm going to go to backend. I'm going to run npm I. But actually, I didn't want to be in backend. I wanted to be in the else package. But that's good though. I think it's still removed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This could have been an issue.
Yeah. Then now it should be fine. Oh, backend server? No, remove that. Then yeah, yeah. What?
Akilish, you told me it would be fine.
I thought it would be fine.
You keep breaking my heart.
Oh my god, I might be wrong. Middleware index.css package.json. Sure what it's.
So yeah, so what we should do here is we'll go into, I'll click here on, I'll see what it's referencing here. It's referencing E to B,
E to B test.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I want to see
But but you're running
1.4,
npm run build. Oh yeah. Okay.
right? So we can see here,
Package.json.
what's node modules. Okay, this is node modules in the root directory. So
Okay.
somehow
Okay, why don't you just delete the node modules and then, or just run npm CI?
What's that?
It deletes everything and then reinstalls everything again. Deletes node modules basically.
Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Here, we can go to package log. We can have a look at.
Yeah, yeah.
I can go to package.json. I can just kind of walk through everything. So here's front end, back end server, DB, lib, right? So what if the front end has a different version? No, but the front end should have the right version, right? In here.
Yeah, yeah. A to B.
I don't think it has it to be.
Okay, both of these are right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, looks right.
Okay, so we go here, MCI.
Can you open up the picture lock one more time?
What did you say, Victor?
Can you open up the package or lock one more time?
Yeah, here and
Yeah.
E2B.
It could be, yeah.
That's in lib. That's the only place where it's here right now. But I think
And
Akira,
that,
right. I think cleaning it might help
yeah.
because it's not. It was in the package log before. Now it's not in
Mm-hmm.
the package log.
Okay.
So I think that I hope that would help. So I will go to server and see if that.
Oh my God.
But that's weird that it's not on the package or lock. So can you remove the node modules and just try installing again from scratch, please?
What?
Can you just remove the node modules?
Yeah, that's what
That's what npm
Akira
CI
says. That's
does.
what npmci does. But let's do an experiment, okay? So here I'm gonna rmrf node modules, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna take a minute, and then I'm going to search for 1.2.7 here in the. Okay, so there's a lot of things with that version, but none of them are
E2P. Yeah.
right?
Maybe.
So now I'm going to do npm I, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gonna go to a new tab, and then I'm going to go to. Give me a second. We're gonna go to node modules E2B, okay? And then I'm going to look inside the package.json here. Uh, ah, here, and it's 1.7.1. Okay.
Why is it installing that?
So
Sorry, let's just try this one more thing. I don't know. Can we delete the package or lock.json and just try
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
why would that help? Because it doesn't have that version is not in package lock.
Mm. Like it's not showing that it is installed on the package or lock. That's the problem. It should show like node modules slash then the name of the package and so on. It's only showing that the dependency for the workspace. That's a bit weird.
Huh?
It's only showing the it to be as a dependency for the workspace, not like as an independent model.
Come on, guys. Let's not panic and do anything rash. I think we can figure out what's going on. So let's look here. So 161 versions here.
Autopause is
One
dead.
of them here is 125 autopause 1. Okay. And this is, of course, the command to install it. Go into here, run that. Okay. I think I might have saw something change. Let's see.
Yeah, me too.
And then I'm gonna go to server, and then npm run build. Okay, now it works fine. Okay, so that's interesting. So yeah, in here,
And then the other package.json.
in lib. Okay, package.json. Maybe this one was wrong. It's possible this one was wrong, but I don't remember.
No. That was always 125 out of us one. I
Well,
remember that.
well, it works now, so I guess you'll have to go back and watch the stream.
Yeah, well,
If anyone cares to know.
well, it works. So let's just move on.
Yeah. So there we go. What do you think, Victor? Okay. Now E2B. Yeah, so I started the server.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
Oh my
normal.
God. That's
Everything
normal.
is fine here. And then we go here, and I have to sign in to GitHub. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. So
Server routes file.ts.
yeah, this is fine. This is just that this file has been moved.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you can now use the the package that we just did,
Yeah,
like the server in the
yeah.
lib.
Yep, that's it.
Wait, why didn't this? Oh, is this isn't server?
Server.
Why didn't this show up when I did npm run build?
No, that's on
Use the
front end
front
server.
end, the server in the front end folder.
Front end server. That's why.
What? This isn't.
Just
Oh, this is a
in-
server in the front end folder. Oh, of course.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Because I was. Let me do that then. I prefer to get it all at once.
Okay.
This will take a little bit of time. Okay. So
That's not it. It should be gitwid/lib. This one too. Okay.
then
Right.
that should be everything. Oh no.
You always say that.
GitHub.ts. Okay, yeah, of course. There is one more.
Akish, every time you say that we're finished, there's gonna be another bug. Okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna see that anymore. Um. Okay. So far so good. Not gonna jinx it.
Okay. Looks like we're fine.
Yeah. Have, um.
I'm still refreshing the page.
Mhm.
Okay.
There we go.
So that all of that is just gonna be moving backend services and utils into lib. So basically, here what we have now is, of course, it's not 100% finished, but we have DB,
Mhm.
lib, and the process that we went through just now is very similar to the process I went through for DB. It's literally just you move the stuff, you set the dependencies, and then you muck around for a while.
Mm.
And then we have so this it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna delete this, but I want to move this to
Rename that into
web.
into web, right?
Yeah. So I want to rename
Yeah.
this to web. It's better not to do it when anything's running
Yeah.
because the
Wow.
cache files stay where they were. So
Yeah.
rename this to web.
Okay. That's good.
And then let's see what that imports. Let's see what that does. Yeah, it's enormous.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
So, okay, refactor, rename,
Front end folder to web.
yeah, front end directory to web, and I think there might be. Let's check if this worked. That did not work. Okay.
Of course, yes. There will be a lot of issues.
Really?
If the imports are
That's
good, then it will be fine.
But nothing imports front end.
True. Okay, then let's just run npm run build. Oh, but the web is not running. Oh, sorry. So the server is not running. Oh, is it?
You're right. It's not. You won't get that error. Oh, what's this? No idea. You won't. You won't really run into errors until you open the project.
Yeah,
So that's cool.
that's cool. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna rename this one to server.
Oh yeah.
So actually, I'm just gonna move this there.
Oh, that's into VS Code. You moved server into the VS Code folder.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, done.
Okay.
Oh, but that's a bit tricky. We have a server in the front end, so I thought we were moving that outside.
What?
We have a
What's all
server
the
folder in the front end. Is what you see.
We have a server in the front end, right?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Which is now called web. So we have a server in the web directory, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what were you saying? And
Well, I was thinking that was. I think we were moving that outside and we were tapping on it. So
but we can't because that.
let's.
Oh, we could. Oh, you would want to move that outside. Oh,
The other one is socket or something because only it only handles the socket, and we could call the other one the server or something.
but if wait, you want to move it to the root directory?
Yeah,
But then
But
isn't it a part of Next.js
it can't really run. It's
framework?
yeah.
I
okay,
mean, it's a part of the application like web app. So what we can do is
that's
we can rename it to API or something.
okay. I think that'll be better.
Yeah. I don't think it really stands alone because there's other Hono code that's in the like. Actually, I kind of see what you're saying, Victor. Um, but let's leave it in for now and think about it because
All right.
I see both ways. Refactor, rename. Victor, you when you're doing this, you use refactor, right? Not chore.
Yeah, we found.
Okay. So refactor, uh, rename backend server to server. Okay, so good, cool,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we'll see if that works. That should work fine. npm run dev. Go to this web npm run dev. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, if we want to, we can, add a run dev command, which calls run dev in both web and server directories in parallel. We could do that.
Yeah.
Concurrently. Yeah. Although, yeah, that would be kind of like, you'll get all your logs in one stream, won't you? Which I don't really like. Yeah, see? But yeah, whatever. So that's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
You can run everything in one command. Oh,
And to use npm run all.
oh, check this out. It's like it was listening to me. Okay. What was it? Okay. Huh? I didn't like that. Okay, so what I would no, that also didn't that doesn't do the logs well. So what I think we should do is just like yeah, it would be great if the front end stuff could be like organized.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna keep working on the back end. I'm gonna move the templates and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, who's gonna do that, and when will it be finished by?
The front end. The front end.
Because my idea was that we would all just do this right now. That was my idea. Yeah.
I can do this. I can do. Yeah. I'm gonna be traveling tomorrow, so I can do this on Sunday.
How long do you think it will take? Like what actually has to be done?
Mainly renaming and moving the moving the lib folder and refactoring the lib folder around.
Like we
And
just need to move some files, that's all, right? Because
yeah.
here's the thing, like the reason why I wanted to do this today and do everything right now is because like people no one can work on it. Well, you know what I mean? Like when we're moving files around, like it gets really slow for people to,
Yeah.
people have a hard time contributing.
Yeah. Okay. I can
Like
do that.
we can just do it. Let's see. So here we have web components.
Mhm. Also, do we want to change the server in the web folder to API or something?
Hmm.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a sec. Huh? Let's see. So yeah, the way that we're working right now is like I'm just coding and everyone's watching me. But my intention for today was that I can do one thing and other people can do another thing at the same time. That was sort of my initial idea.
Yeah, I can. It's just that we all need to agree and like discuss things together and how things will look, and that's why I think it's better if one person do one thing and everybody um um put their thoughts on this because if front end, I mean, it's not that much stuff to move, so
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah, that's why I think it can be done really fast, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
Let's
can
just do
totally
it.
just do it right now.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Um, okay, so here. Um, so we go to web. So
Yeah, web and
server.
then
Okay, server.
server. Yeah,
Rename.
rename API.
Yes.
Yes.
Here. npm run dev.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um, don't we have everything together now?
Huh?
Sorry, don't we have the concurrent command as well now?
Yeah, we do. I just don't like to use it because
Okay. I like,
it
yeah,
because you get because look how much spam there is in here.
that is true.
Um,
Wait, why is there so many logs?
huh?
Why are there so many logs?
Because there's some errors.
Okay. Okay.
So
Seems to be working.
um, yeah, I mean, yeah, my frustration with us all watching one person is that like we just spend like all of our time debugging together stuff that doesn't really take three people to debug. Um, that's the downside of doing it that way.
But the plus side is um but the plus side is that we would all know how the new structure is
Yeah,
and agree on while we are doing it.
that's true. But we did talk about that at the beginning. Like
Yeah.
we can literally just write down. Um, I feel like we're spending 90% of the time fixing bugs and then 10% of the time talking about the structure.
Yeah. True that.
So
Okay. So this is, yeah. Okay. Let me do the front end then.
like you can just start it, and then we can look at your screen.
Yeah,
It's gonna merge okay, right?
I think so. Should
I
I
think
keep
it will
working
too.
on?
I think it will too.
I'll be working on your branch, right?
Just do it on. Let's see. I haven't pushed this. Um, I think
It's in the mono repo branch.
it's not. It's not a. It's a local branch.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to then push it.
Okay. One sec. Okay. I see what's happening here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There's just gonna be some small thing. It's a really small thing to fix. And then this one, failed query user identity. Drizzle query error. What the hell? It's to work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Move web server.
Perfect.
Okay. I need a couple of minutes to just to clean up the Git history. So you can just. I mean, you already have a plan of what you're gonna do, right? So okay, back end, front end, lib services, connection manager. Services. Oh, what's that one? Data package for backend. backend server, backend server. Space. At npm. Okay. Refactor. Create mono repo and Mhm. At npm and rename front end directory. Okay. Import DB workspace for backend server. Create mono repo. Import DB workspace for move backend services. Rename front end directory to web. Rename.
Oh, Victor, he's gone.
Okay. Refactor, create mono repo, and load DB code to workspace. Okay. Okay, I just pushed everything to main.
Oh, okay. Let me fetch it.
Next reaction.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen and doing the refactor on the front end.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um.
I added the templates, by the way.
Oh.
So if you want to, yeah, if you want to,
Oh.
you can even put, you can even turn that into a like you can even put files in there.
Yeah. Did you push it in the main branch?
Let me just do it. Let me just make sure there's nothing weird because it's a lot of files. Yeah, yeah, that should be fine. I'll just throw it on there. Yeah, you can pull now. You can have the templates directory.
Okay. Mm, templates. Okay, there it is. Vanilla.js. Okay, so I'm just gonna first move that around. Schema templates index.ts. Okay, so this is the template config. Um, so I can move this around into this index.ts. I guess it's fine, right? I will just move this file
Well,
and then
let's make a plan first. We decided to do the template stuff last. Remember?
yeah, but now that we already have that, it's just this one file and then a couple others.
Well, no, because you'll have to create a workspace there.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
Okay, yeah. Let's just do that last.
also I can do that as well right now while you're working.
Okay.
So
I just thought that since all of these has already been renamed, we don't need to do this. Navbar project card, dashboard is pretty good.
I can just.
Um,
I'm not seeing the right. Oh wait, that's the wrong window. Here it is. Okay, now I see you.
oh, okay. Yes, I was just thinking that we should. I mean, while I'm doing this, you should look what I'm doing. So if you have any feedback on doing anything else. So the first thing that I did was actually rename this to create Markdown components. So it's pretty clear what it does.
Can you
Um,
make the text bigger?
it is
Okay, that's fine.
okay, yeah. So this is that, and then in this lib folder, everything that is in here is related to AI chat. So
Mm-hmm.
only this file is tsx file, and everything else is ts. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's fine for now. And then so AI chat is done. Um, and then the hooks. Hooks are pretty good for now. I don't think there needs to be any change in this because use code differ, copilot elements, um, editor shortcuts. Okay, let's just do hooks last. Let me first do these things. So AI suggestions widget. So this is actually the edit code button that we have. So I was thinking we should just move this to components and then UI here in this file. What do you think?
AI suggestion widget.
Yeah, the edit code. It shows when we select the code.
Where is it right now?
It's in the editor folder.
And you want to move it to where? Components folder.
Components UI folder.
Gosh, that's a hard one. I don't know. What do you think?
Because I mean, it's just a small thing. Um, I think we can move it into the UI folder. I'll just rename this to
I mean, is it always a child? How does it look in the DOM?
sorry, what?
In the React DOM, in the DOM tree, when it's actually loaded? when the app itself.
Uh, you're saying how does it look in the UI?
No, in the TSX code.
Oh, in the TSX code. Well. So
Like,
this is the,
don't we want to make the file the component structure in the file tree roughly, roughly correspond to the TSX code itself?
yeah.
So how does that?
So it's used in this.
It's using Copilot elements.
Yeah.
Okay. And how is Copilot elements used? Is that it?
Okay.
Is that oh, that's an interface? Okay.
No. That's a component actually.
Oh, okay, it's a component.
Yeah.
And is that a child of editor?
Yeah. So Copilot elements editor layout, yes. So it's used in here.
So if it's only ever used in the editor, then it kind of makes sense to have it in the editor, right?
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, but I can do this. I can just put this and this into a folder named Copilot.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. That
Or I mean, it's basically the AI edit feature that we have. So does Copilot make sense?
No, not at all. it's
So
it's very
yeah,
it's extremely confusing.
yeah. So I'll just do this. AI suggestions widget, and then the Copilot elements is basically AI edit elements.
Yeah,
I would rename this file into that, and then AI suggestions widget is edit code widget.
yeah.
Okay, let me make a folder. AI edit. I'm just
You want to put a kebab in there?
yeah, AI edit.
A skewer?
And then AI suggestions widget and Copilot elements into this.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Move, yes, and then AI suggestions widget is edit code widget.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. And then generate widget is Copilot elements is basically AI edit elements.
AI edit elements. Yeah. Question though. Uh, are we gonna keep the if we're doing like single element file? Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Are we keeping Pascal case for?
Oh, no. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll change that.
Because some people do that if it's one file, one component, but I don't know. As
No,
long
the name of the components are Pascal keys, and then the file names are Pascal keys.
yeah. No, I just mean that some people in the file names they'll do it like but no, I this feels right to me to do it like this.
Yeah.
If you did um uh kebab case in your TSX code, that would be dirty.
Yeah. Edit code widget, generate widget. Generate widget is now edit code widget. What the heck is? Yeah, this is edit code widget.
You can right click. Wait, did you rename the component?
Um, Yeah, I think so. Edit code widget and then Copilot element. Oh, yeah, I did it. Okay. I need to rename this.
You can rename using VS Code using IntelliSense too.
Yeah, but I feel I'm doing these things like this.
With the autocomplete.
Yeah, because I know that what I'm doing and what I did was correct or not.
Huh?
Just because I know what I'm doing and I know what I did.
Oh, you know what you have to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what generate widget, use generate widget.
Huh?
I know what I did.
Just hover over it. Just hover over it. Okay. If you
I
just hover
forgot.
if you just hover over the error, it'll tell you what's up.
Yeah, it was the thing that I renamed.
Okay. So there's nothing there.
Yeah, no. So this was edit code widget,
Hmm.
and then this is generate widget. Why do we have two AI suggestions widget? Generate widget.
Okay.
Oh, this is the thing.
Okay.
Oh, this is the one. Okay, we need to move this also.
Hmm.
I forgot. Generate. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, and then hooks use generate widget. This is normal. Okay. Okay, now it's good. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay, the AI edit is done. Um. The editor layout is done. Okay. Now, okay, so we have session timer dialog, changes alert. I think those are the two things that are kind of similar, falls into the same basket. So what should we name the folder for that?
Which one?
The changes alert and then session timeout dialog.
The changes alert and session timeout dialog. Can you remind me? Changes alert. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so
session.
the
Yeah. Hmm.
changes alert is when the file is not saved and the user tries to cancel, close the tab,
Oh yeah.
and then the session timeout dialog is basically when
Mm.
when the sandbox is getting timed out, and then user has to refresh it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So those two are basically dialogues. So I think we can move it into the UI folder itself. What do you think?
The UI folder.
Yeah.
Oh, like this. Yeah, I agree. The one thing I would say is that so the UI folder is like a top level folder. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay, yeah. What a folder. I would maybe we can organize it a little more. Like maybe we can do like because try and think when what this belongs to. This belongs to the project page, but it doesn't belong to the profile page or the dashboard, right?
No.
Likewise, I see things in there that belong to the profile page, maybe
Um,
things or not.
so these are the UI components that are in these folder in this folder are
All,
basically
all general purpose.
general purpose. Yeah, exactly. So. It's
Oh,
fine if we don't organize this folder.
what's loading dots?
Loading dots are, yeah, this is related to AI chat.
Oh, okay. Should we put that in with AI chat?
Yeah, I think I'll put that in the common.
And then my other question is, what about sidebar? What's sidebar? Is that because there's a sidebar on the dashboard and then there's a sidebar in the project page?
Sidebar.
Those have got to be different.
No, this is from uh actually this is from ShadCM.
So it's probably on the dashboard, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So that's kind of a general purpose sidebar.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, sidebar, sonar, switch, tab. Or are those tabs? Are those the tabs used in the editor or different tabs? Oh, or using the editor and the terminal,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Text area, theme provider, tooltip. Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, the thing about the those alerts is those are only used in the on the project page.
So I can maybe make like a alert folder and then put those two in there.
Yeah, there's actually something I wanted to mention to you. So when you go to okay, so when we're on the so we have something called the nav bar, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. And so the nav bar is not part of the editor.
No, but it's part of the, yeah, it kind of yeah, it's actually not part of the editor, but
Functionally it
it's
is,
not
but
functionally it is. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
but it's by the way that we lay things out, it's not.
yeah. And then and if you mention that, then also the sidebar is not part of the editor as well.
Oh, really? The file manager is not?
I mean, functionally it is, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the navbar is as well. Functionally it is part of the editor.
Yeah. So, well, what is editor then? The way that we have defined it in the code.
So editor is basically what you see after you go into the project. Oh, this
Um, I
the
should
whole
get
thing.
I should get React Developer Tools. That would be helpful. Oh, I have React Developer Tools. Okay, let me add that, and then I'll go to local. Nope, not here. npm dev. Oh,
So this is actually the whole editor. It contains everything.
oh. Let me one sec. I've lost it. Okay, here. The whole editor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna open it up with the developer tool so I can. It might be actually really helpful. Let me show you. Wait, open the developer tools, components. Oh man, I need Victor for this. How do I? I'm trying to open like Never mind. I'm not sure how that works. Um, so yeah, so we can just look in the code. So you have something called editor layout, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is that? What does that include?
Editor layout is basically containing all of the subcomponents of the editor.
Yeah. What are
Uh,
those?
Subcomponents are AI chat, resizable panels contains like terminal preview, and then we have
So it's
AI edit.
yeah. So it's everything to the right of the file manager, but
Yes.
not including the file manager.
No.
Okay.
File manager is in here in the sidebar.
Okay. So for me, wait, it's in sidebar. You call it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the same sidebar that we use?
No, no. I mean, it uses the sidebar.
So it is the same sidebar component. It is
Oh,
the ShadCN one.
oh yeah, 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 it is actually. No,
Is it?
components UI sidebar, and then the oh no, no, it's app sidebar. Then why? Wait, sidebar. Oh no, it's actually a different one.
It should, well, because Victor added this sidebar with tabs, right?
Yeah, so this, oh, okay, so we have a different sidebar for editor, which is this
Hmm.
index.ts. So that sidebar is actually this. Um, new,
Wait, new.ts?
why? Oh no, sorry, not this. This app sidebar, and then that uses the component UI sidebar.
Wait, just explain that again.
So we have a sidebar component which contains file explorer and everything, GitHub and everything, and then the index.tsx. So this is the component app
Okay.
sidebar, and then the app sidebar actually uses the shared CN sidebar, and then the thing that you see here, this sidebar,
Okay, let's look at app sidebar. That's the important one.
yeah,
It's the interesting one. App sidebar has something called, can I see that? Yeah. So you have something, so the sidebar and sidebar rail, that's from ShadCN, right?
that's shared CN, yeah,
Sidebar. No, wait, even the sidebar rail?
yeah,
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. One thing that is kind of, uh, we don't need to do it right now, but something to consider in the future is that in the future, we're going to want to be able to resize this sidebar. Um, right now, it's not resizable,
yeah, it's not,
which
mhm,
makes sense because it's the
yeah,
ShadCN sidebar. So, um, just keep that in the back of our heads. Now, let's think, how do we want to organize things? Does it make sense to call the editor the text editor plus the preview plus the terminal, but not the file manager? Because that's what we're calling it now.
yeah, makes sense. Oh no, actually the file manager also oh yeah, you mean in the editor layout.
Well, if that's called the editor layout, then I assume that,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that name means something. What is it? Yeah, what is the meaning behind calling it editor layout?
yeah, makes sense. Yeah, we can call this something else then,
Hmm.
because the main editor layout is technically this, the code editor.
What do we call that? Code editor.
Yeah, and then that is the main component
Yeah.
of this editor folder, and then that is being used in the API routes. No, not routes.
Now,
App. And then yeah,
do we like? Okay, so let's think into the future. If we would rewrite the whole layout from scratch, Like we would probably include the file manager in there too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We'd probably allow people to move the stuff around more flexibly too.
Yeah, yeah. But the reason is, I mean, this is kind of a small file explorer. We have file explorer like this. Oh yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, we can technically use the. We don't actually need the app sidebar because it's kind of a small thing.
The question is, how difficult would it be to include the sidebar in the editor layout, so that, yeah, so that one, it's a sub view, and two, you can also like resize it.
Mm, yeah, we can move that into the.
Like how difficult is that? How feasible?
It should not be that difficult to be honest because we can just put that over here somewhere, which is so the editor layout uses resizable panels, so we can put the sidebar into somewhere around here to make it resizable as well.
Yeah. So I'm not saying we should do that right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm saying when we're organizing things, I
yeah,
would think about it that way.
yeah. So it should not be that hard.
Okay.
And I think the way that it is organized right now should be pretty good to actually when we are doing that, it should be pretty good to go.
Yeah. So maybe we could call, it like project layout, for example,
Yeah,
or
project layout sounds pretty good.
I'm thinking
Yeah, just needing
either project layout or environment layout, but I think project layout.
project layout makes more
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna rename this. Oh fuck. I deleted it. Okay. Project layout. And I'm just using kebab case here as well.
Oh, you could also call it the workspace.
Oh
But
yeah,
I say project is fine. Maybe workspace. Workspace.
workspace. No, I think project layout is fine because
Right.
kind of makes sense.
Okay.
And then I would also change the name here, here, here. Then there was here. Yeah, I think it's fine now. Okay, project layout. Nice, makes sense. Now
Much better.
we have code editor wrapper.
Code editor wrapper.
Oh wait, first should I move this into alerts folder? These two.
Sure.
Okay, I'll
Does
just.
the changes alert cover the whole page? How does that work?
No, that just. I Yeah, I think it covers the whole page. So session timeout looks like this,
Yeah.
and then yeah, it should be the same thing actually.
Can you see?
Oh, sorry. It's, okay. Um, yeah, it's kind of like this.
Sure. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Then yeah, then we should just we should just do that. But then they should actually be, where's project layout is in under editor. Ah,
Mm,
okay, but The editor is actually inside the project layout. The project layout isn't inside the editor.
Project layout. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So actually, maybe it should be components project.
Oh, yeah, yeah, makes sense. Okay, I'm renaming it.
I think you just deleted it.
Oh, fuck. Why do I keep doing this?
I don't know, man.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god.
That was really destructive. You have such. Maybe you just have destructive tendencies.
Discarding. Oh my god.
Now you have to start over.
I'm so dumb.
You could have just, dude. You could have just put it back from your trash.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Okay.
But wait, you can still put it back from your trash.
Can I?
Just take a deep breath and don't touch anything for a minute, and then think about what you're gonna do. Because
Okay.
because the situation's getting worse. Uh,
Okay, okay.
I think
This is it.
I
This
think
is it.
I think you have an editor folder in there in your project in your repository now. If you drag that one to your desktop and then you drag the one from your trash, is there an editor folder there now?
Yeah, that should be components
Yeah,
editor.
so
Yeah.
right click on that and then do view in Finder. Yeah, reveal in Finder.
Reveal in Finder.
Yeah. So now drag this one to your desktop and then drag the one in the trash to the components folder. Okay?
Okay. Oh, why?
You can do
Wait.
it. Just
What?
press press, drag and release. Okay, just name it
No,
editor 2. See if you can name it editor 2.
no, no, no. I. Oh yeah.
Okay, that
There it is.
capture
And
and
then
release. Okay, that one, put it back.
the fuck?
Watch you end up accidentally deleting your hard drive now.
No, don't. Why is it not letting me do it?
Um I don't know, man. Do you have another Bluetooth mouse? No.
I'm using my trackpad.
Is it sticky?
Ah, yeah. Let me use my mouse. Ah, that's better.
Okay. Okay, so
Okay, we're back.
C.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Let's. Yeah. There we go. Oh
So
my
you were
god.
trying to rename editor to project. That's what we were trying to do.
Yes. Rename,
Okay.
not delete. Project. Project. Just project, right?
I think that's fine.
Yes. Okay. There we go. And then okay. And then we have. Oh, sure. Then should I make use editor?
Preview. Nav bar.
Should I make the? Should I change this to project as well?
The code editor?
Yeah.
Wait, but
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's
that
fine.
is the code editor
Yeah,
actually.
that is the code editor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I don't need to change anything.
Um yeah, you changed already. Yeah, project layout. Um yeah. Yeah, I think that makes pretty much sense to me. Um
Okay. What is happening here? Code editor wrapper. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna build this. Oh, and there must be some problem with this. Ah, yes, here. Okay, that's better. Okay, now we have code editor wrapper. Chat container.
What does code editor wrapper do?
Um, what? One second.
Editor wrap.
So code editor wrapper is basically, since we are using some server side rendering on the client side, it's just a wrapper which lets us do that.
It's a use client. Oh, it does it's use client, and then it has okay loading
Oh,
a loading
yeah,
a loading screen. Oh, I see.
yeah. It's dynamically importing.
Because Monaco wouldn't work on
Exactly.
server anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like that. So code editor wrapper, uh, there's some other issues as well here.
Code editor wrapper.
Elements. So where should I put this
Which one?
code editor wrapper?
Well, right now everything is in. Right now you don't have an editor folder, right?
No.
So it has to go in project, or you make. Where's the code edit? Where's the code editor component right now?
Here, it's in the index.tsx.
It's in index.tsx, and then
Mm.
is there anything else in index.tsx?
No, it's just this.
Wait, how is that an index.tsx? Because it's inside of project layout.
Um,
Is it?
no, it's not inside of project layout. Project layout is different.
What is code editor? I assumed that it was just a wraparound Monaco editor.
No, code editor is basically our editor.
So what's inside of it? Project. Oh, Oh, so code editor is really project.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, I thought you already knew that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's that. Yeah.
Well, if you asked me what I thought code editor means, I would assume it meant the the code editor, which is the part where you edit the code. But in reality, it's everything.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's everything.
so I think it's confusing name.
The code editor, right?
Yeah, I think it's not. I don't think that's um, very clear.
Then,
And then code editor wrapper is around that.
yeah,
Oh, but then do you want that whole? Okay, so the whole page below the nav bar is client side rendered,
yeah,
and that's what we want, right?
yeah.
Uh, wait, what's the difference between code editor and? Oh, okay, yeah. Co- you have code editor, you have code editor wrapper, and then you have project layout. Code editor. So my proposal would be that when we call something an editor,
Hmm.
that it's specifically just like a text editor,
Okay.
because the preview is not really the code editor, and the terminal is not really the code editor.
Okay. But then, yeah, makes sense. But then we will then also have to change all of these names. Editor socket, editor shortcuts.
That's true, but it's not the editor. Like it's that's not the editor. To me, that's not an editor. Like yeah, you're calling the whole page the editor, but then it gets confusing because we say the editor is inside of like the Monaco editor is inside of a pane which is inside of the code editor.
Yeah.
You can see why that, to me, that's like quite confusing. To me, the Monaco editor is a code editor.
Okay. Then what do you propose I should do right now?
Well, I thought we decided that that was the project layout, right? Like,
Yeah.
because it's either the project or the workspace.
Yeah, then okay. Main project layout.
Yeah,
And this then this should be renamed into project.
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Project and then here project. Okay. Okay. And then this project wrapper.
Which one? Code editor wrapper, project wrapper. Yeah, good enough. Although I do feel like those two could be one file, but it's probably okay. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, actually,
It
no.
seems it's probably project wrapper.
And then
I
project.
feel like in the long term, we could turn Project Wrapper into something a little bit more general. Um, but anyways, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, we can just have it. This is like this project.
We already have something called Project.
No, the file name is project. Sorry, the file name is project wrapper, but I'm putting the component name as project
Wait,
because
then what is wrapped by that?
project and the project
An
here.
index dot. Whoa.
Oh yeah, project index.tsx.
Yeah, an index dot tsec. What's that? That one's
But
also project.
yeah, so in theory, so I'm putting it as project because here in this page we have navbar, we have editor layout and stuff like that, and then we would be putting project wrapper here instead of because we have to put project wrapper here.
Sure. So
So
that
that's why I'm putting project
you're
instead of
you're
project wrapper.
calling it project. But then you have two project components. You could combine them into one component if you want to.
Yeah, let me see. Project.
Like, yeah, I don't know what to.
This no, I don't think we can do that because um we cannot import the code editor with server on the server side with this.
Okay, can you just
That's why we have this wrapper.
uh Okay.
because we have to import this in dynamically, but we cannot do this in here because it's a client side component, and then we have to do it import that here on the server side. There was there was there was there was an issue when that's why we did this.
Okay. Yeah. So
I forgot what exactly the issue was, but the reason that we have this because we cannot combine these two.
um, yeah. So what we could name it is, you could name it Project Wrapper, you could name it Project Loader, you could name it Project Client, you could name it Lazy um, Project Client, Dynamic. Um, but yeah, I would probably call it Project Wrapper or Project Loader or Project
Yeah,
Client.
yeah, I'm just using Project Wrapper as well.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Project Wrapper, Project Layout, and then index.tsx is basically project. Then go project,
Yeah. Okay.
and then I can just do this.
Sure.
I cannot actually. Can I not do this?
Well, you didn't check the error. Why don't you read what the error says?
Here?
Well, you
Oh
got
yeah,
the red underline, but you didn't check what the error was.
yeah. Let me do this.
So
And
put the curly braces around it again. Um, yeah. hmm Yeah. Okay. Now
oh, okay,
it says project histocarbon. So you just need to rename the one downstairs.
yeah.
That's all. So it was actually fine. Now go up. Oh, what does it say now? Okay. Yeah. So once you export it, then it will work.
I am exporting it.
As default, but it's not exported on its own.
Okay,
So
yeah, like this.
yeah, that'll work. Yay.
There we go. Okay, now it's a little bit clearer. Okay, so now we have project wrapper, project layout,
Uh huh.
and then okay, this is good. This is also okay. We have theme.json, which is the theme of the editor. So where should that go? Should I put it in the lib folder?
Where?
Lib folder here.
Put theme.json in.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what theme.json is.
So it's basically managing the theme of the actual editor.
Monaco?
Yeah. Yeah. See.
Oh, yeah, that's tricky.
Or you should just keep it over there. What do you think?
And then isn't there another Monaco file in
Oh yeah, we have.
there?
Oh, we can just put that in this.
Yeah, so That's a serious file.
Wait, why is it?
How does that theme deal with light mode?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It must be all in one theme. Cause look at VS Dark. Does it see where it says base VS Dark?
Yeah. So
Where's this? Is there another base in here, or is it just the one?
I think that's just the one. Oh yeah, that's just one.
Is this file used anywhere? Because I don't see it used anywhere.
Here, theme, use theme.
Where? I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it loaded or imported from anywhere.
Yeah, it is not imported, but it's here.
But that's
Theme.json.
not. But that's not loading the file. That's just specifying VS Dark,
Yeah.
VS Lite.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it's possible that file's not even used.
Yeah, it can be possible.
Yeah.
Should I just delete it then?
Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah. Npm run dev. Let's see. And then while it's doing that, we have logo and query client.
Logo. Okay.
Logo is our logo, I guess. Yeah,
Logo's what?
our logo. Right. Oh yeah, that was not being used.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then solved. Yeah.
So the logo. Yeah, you could probably put it in UI, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Logo is fine. Yeah. What about query client?
I don't know what that does.
That is basically a wrapper uh, for transact query. Okay, so it's an query provider. Okay, so it's here, web app providers, and then it is used here also. So wrapping everything. Okay,
Another
okay.
wrapper.
So this is kind of important.
Yeah. But so this is on all pages, right?
Yeah,
So we have components. Could you just hold still for one sec?
yeah, yeah.
You have dashboard. You have components, dashboard, landing, profile, projects. Okay, good. We're um, query client, and then other places it could go would be
One is here, providers, and then the
oh,
other is the route, which is query client. Oh, it was something here. Yeah, there's. Oh no, this is not that query client. Okay, yeah, so it's just used in this.
providers.tsx.
Yeah,
I honestly I don't know where to put that one.
yeah, let's just keep it over there then for now.
Under components. Yeah. And
And then,
it's used on all pages, right?
yeah, the provider, and then what is this? What is this used? Providers.
Can I see the get query client file?
Yes, get query client.
Okay.
This, this is the one.
This is a fact. This is a factory. The other one that was a factory, we had a similar one we looked at earlier. It wasn't get query client, but it was get something else, wasn't it?
This one?
No, it was. Um, I'll find it. Get live live. Uh, no, it wasn't. It was in. It was in components. Components editor. Hmm. Hmm. API public store live template server app lib components. Oh, Markdown components is also a factory, in that it's a function that returns
Yeah.
components. So create Markdown components. How did we do that one?
The Markdown components.
Yeah.
That's actually the part of um, the AI chat. So
So
it's
we
just,
had lib create Markdown components,
yeah, that's it.
but then Markdown components is also in this file too, right?
Which,
The Markdown components component.
no, we only have this. There's no component for
So what does
this.
it return? The function.
It re-
It
it
just
returns it
div.
returns yeah, it returns things based on what the AI chat is responding with.
Oh, but they're just like divs.
Yeah, yeah. So if it's a match, then basically it does, yeah.
We could put create the query. Yeah. You could put it. You could just put the component in the get query provider file. It's like in line. If you want to, like, it's just we're not using it. It's seems unlikely to be used anywhere, right?
Um, the which one?
So you have query client, and then you
Yeah,
have get query client. Like those could just they're both really small files, so it could just be one
yeah, yeah,
file.
yeah, yeah.
Um, that's an option.
So we
It
have
seems
this.
like they should go together.
Then I can move all of this. I can just move this function into that here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Then
And
you need
then,
to make this a TSX.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. That is true. I can just do that.
Yeah, not sure.
ESX, and then
I think it's
write this as well, and then yeah, that's it.
that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so okay.
What doesn't make
No,
sense?
I said it does. It makes good enough sense. Um,
Okay, and then
what about lib/server? That seems weird. What's in there? Up, up. That no, back down.
here
This is this lib supposed to be lib/API? Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, this should be lib/API.
Okay,
Oh, you
Oh,
have one. What's in
there
there?
is.
Oh, let's put them all together.
Oh, this is actually the API, and then okay, all of this. Oh yeah, these are routes.
Let's just
Okay,
put it all together.
okay. First, I'll delete this first,
Okay.
and also update the import here. Query client provider from lib category client. Okay, that's good. And then the server, all of these, right?
Yeah, why
Into
not?
the API folder, move, and then yes. Okay, then we don't need the server folder anymore. And the create app, we have server types. Okay. Okay. This is done. Okay, so the components folder is done. Now we have to do the lib folder. So the API is done. Then we have constants,
What's in
and
there?
then constants. Oh, there's only one platform. Okay, let me see where it is used. Okay, it's used in a lot of files. Schema types index.ps.
Wait,
Okay.
okay, we use it in the database schema.
Yeah.
Wait, how? Wait, where is schema.ts?
In the DB folder. Oh, there is what?
Yeah, see that because I knew it couldn't be imported from there because it's a different workspace.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
So
so we have web lib types.ts, but then we can just put this here, right here, instead of just importing it. Okay, this is the same thing. Index.ts, okay. And then we have a schema here as well. Okay, so in reality, there's only two files that uses this.
right, so
Uh,
um, one is weblib.
lib
What's
and
weblib schema used for?
weblib is basically contains the types.ts of user, non-platform, sandbox, basically all the types. And then we have, yeah, and then we have the schema, which is editor user schema.
Yeah, we need to we should just we gotta import it from the database schema, like
Hmm. Yeah.
because so you can just
Okay.
import known platforms from gitwit slash db
Oh yeah.
slash schema.
Okay. Here also in this
So this isn't no go to the first one schema dot uh yeah this one, yeah, just do it from there.
okay. This is done. This is done.
Wait, what was it before this? What did it say before this?
Constants.
Hmm. Why? Uh. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering why it's in constants but not in types. What's in types? It was right there in the search pane. If you go to search pane, it's well, yeah. What's in types? Uh. So yeah. I would just I would maybe import it here from the D. Wait, are these also in DB schema or are these different?
Mm. um.
Like for example, type user. No, because in the DB it's done as Zod
Yeah. Exactly.
script type.
And those are TypeScript types. So what do you want me to do?
I well,
We
okay.
can put this. We can import this from GitDB schema as well because it's essentially the same thing. See, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's we can make it way simpler, but this is not even used right now. So I would what I
What
would
is what is not used?
can we go back to the database schema for a minute? This database schema file. Yeah. Uh, so let's look at this file, like how it's set up. This is all Zod schema, and then so at the very top you have export const known platforms equals okay. Uh huh. Um, what I would do myself is I would create. I would actually take the constants. I would delete this here on line
Mm,
14 to line 27. I would delete that.
mm,
And then I would actually move web slash lib slash constant. I'd move that web
mm,
slash lib slash constants. I would actually move this. I would rename this to maybe constants.ts and then put it in the DB. Um, put it in the DB workspace, perhaps. And then I would fix the import in DB slash schema. Yeah, exactly. I would like, yeah, I would do that. Nice.
Wait.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
And then here constants.
Where we were in web lib schema. Um, it depends. Are we gonna keep it in types here? Then we might as well import it from types, I suppose, in the other one. Like there. I mean,
I mean, in types we are importing it from the DB, or do we want?
yeah,
Uh,
that's fine. Then in the other one, we might as well import it from types. Otherwise, there's no point in it being here in types.
from
Here, I
no,
would change this one to types.
no, but from here.
Yeah.
Uh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Lab types.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, but no, because here we are importing it, not defining it, not exporting it. So we have to do the same thing
you can
here.
export it from. Okay, but we're in types.ts.
Yeah.
Where is it used?
Here.
Oh, it's used right there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was exported from here. Okay, sure. The other one can be whatever.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Okay.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
DB constants. Do we want this, right? Yeah, we do want this. Okay.
Wait, what does that do? Huh?
That was just um this ts config.
Wait, what? What is this?
This is just a path proxy kind of a thing where we.
But what? But that. Why would it have to be in there?
It just cursor just added it by default.
Well,
I
that
didn't do it.
don't send it. Doesn't make it. Take it out. Yeah, it's missing a thing. But
Yeah.
okay,
Okay. What is this thing? Okay. Okay.
okay.
Done.
Yeah, that I don't. I think it's just hallucinating.
Yeah. Okay. So that is done. And then more things. Schema that is done. Monaco
Let's
config.
let's see if it works. Let's
Oh
work.
yeah. Let me. Yeah, it seems to be working fine.
I saw an error.
No, that was the error that we were getting before. Oh, that is a different error. Use router. Governor. Container is not running. We were getting that before.
What was after that? What was the user error?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Use progress must be within a progress provider, but that's use progress. Probably that is just a use router.
All right. So go back to the dashboard and then try searching. Try searching in the top right in the dashboard page, and then try searching in the top right. Okay, interesting. So that's the part which it seems to be talking about.
Yeah, probably it was just DOM error while it was loading up.
Hmm. DOM error.
Oh, I can delete this.
Yeah.
Templates. Yeah, let me move this into templates folder.
Maybe we should just commit now because that's going to be like a whole nother thing.
Okay. Okay. So before I do that, before I commit, do we
Yeah.
want to move any of these things? So, oh, this should also be an API, right?
Yeah, I saw this, but I was wait. Huh? And then what's terminal.ts? This is in lib.
Okay. So this is also. Ah, so this is yeah. This is basically creating the terminal. Okay. So these are actually the functions that are creating and deleting and closing the terminal. Creating and closing the terminal, not creating, deleting.
So these are back end. These are basically back end services,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So um wait, they're completely back end, right?
Yeah. So this is basically GitHub. Yeah.
The terminal isn't. The terminal is front end, right? It's using React. The the GitHub thing,
Is back.
um I'm gonna put I can put that in the back end in the lib directory, but um yeah, you don't necessarily have to do it now because I feel like what we've done right now is we reorganized the front end.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe that's
Uh,
fine. But in the next step, I would move a few of these into different workspaces. But
okay. Then tiers are fine here. tsconfig, I feel like it should be in Monaco folder. What do you think?
Wait, so tsconfig.ts
This is for Monaco.
is really dangerous name. Why?
Okay, it's not being used in anything though.
tsconfig?
tsconfig.ts. Oh wait, let me do the search again to make sure. Parse tsconfig options. That's the one we're looking at. Okay, yeah, it is being used in use Monaco.
Where is it being in use Monaco?
Yeah, use Monaco editor hook. So I can
It needs a different name. That's really not a good name.
yeah. I can change it to tsconfig parse tsconfig
Yeah.
and then move it to Monaco folder.
Uh-huh.
And I will also actually parse -tsconfig and then moving it to Monaco folder. Move and then yes. And then it was used in use Monaco editor. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay, that's it. And then actions.ts.
Actions.ts.
Okay, this is also
That's
um
basically API, isn't it? Or
yeah,
no?
yeah. Yeah, it is API. Should I move this into API folder?
Wait, let me just look at it real quick. This is wow, there's so much happening here. Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, I'm moving it to API folder. And yes. Okay. And then we have colors.ts. Where is this used? Fuck.
We should publish this as an npm package.
Exactly.
My first open source contribution. This is
I don't know where the fuck this is used. Oh, there it is.
live blocks.
Oh, it's fucking live box. I'm gonna delete it.
Wait. It's used in
Oh yeah, there it is. It's in curses as well.
but that might also be used from live blocks.
Oh yeah, that is from live blocks as well.
But I think we should do that. Um,
Okay, yeah, so
leave it right now and then
okay,
do
yeah,
another commit where we delete the live block stuff.
okay.
There's a bunch of that.
Okay, so colors is done, env.ts is fine here, and then file extension to language.json is probably used in Monaco. I'm not sure. Let me look it up. Oh, okay, so it's in utils. What the fuck is this file? Oh, this is for the file explorer. Okay, so this and this both are for most of these and are for file explorer, and then also there are some functions here which are also used in the profile page.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's fine if we leave it here. And then, okay, yeah, then it's done. Then GitHub and terminal will do later, and then colors also will do later. Then it's done, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, but I will go later and break up that utils file because it's kind of
Yeah,
too
yeah.
big. But yeah, I think we can commit because this is a really big one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run npm run build once and then see. Oh yeah, okay, it worked. I'm committing it right now then.
Okay.
I'm committing it to directly main. Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Reorganize important move unused components. Okay, I just did it.
Okay. Great. Okay. So I'll just make a quick list of what's left to do.
Yeah.
Um, what's left to do? Make a script that deploys all templates at once. Move template specific, any template specific code to the to a templates workspace. Create templates workspace. Move github.ts to
And
workspace.
terminal2.ts as well.
I think terminal.ts is React.
Oh yeah. Wait. Mm.
That actually would go in API.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That, yeah.
Yeah,
Should
it
I
would
move?
go in API.
Okay, I'm moving it right now then.
Yeah. Breakup utils.ts.
Terminal.ts. Move. And
Web.
then and we need to we need to also update readme.
Which part? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
everything.
yeah.
A lot of it.
Update readme, but just with directory names.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then the biggest thing actually is move is combine web.dnv and server.env. We I think Victor and I discussed this. If it's possible to combine those into one file, then wow, I'm really big.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
If it's possible to combine them into one file, then it like makes the whole setup much faster.
Yeah,
Then the whole setup is literally just change that and then run npm run dev.
yeah,
That would be like it would be like step one, edit the .env file. Step two, create the database. Step
yeah,
three, deploy.
yeah. I just push the change as well again. It's not deployed though, I think.
Is there an error?
I'm not sure. Let me look.
I didn't get any errors.
Okay. That was
Let's see. Oh, there's one. I think there's a deployment error, but that is actually related to something different.
okay.
that is related to changing the front end directory. Well, obviously Vercel needs to know what directory to deploy.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
it doesn't know that. So I'm in Vercel. I go to deployments. I go to I go to settings.
We'll also need to. Do we need to update ENVs on Vercel? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Mm, hmm. Sandbox. Okay. Yeah, see, I've used a custom
What?
root directory. Oh, let's see if this works. Okay.
I did have access to
So,
the thing, right?
to Vercel?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I think I did, but um,
Well, all I did was I just changed the build. There's like a build you have to like you can specify npm install like
oh yeah.
what it does
Oh
when
yeah, it's done, right?
it's what?
It's done, right?
Yeah, I mean I just have to see if it works.
Okay. Yeah, then it's fine.
Yeah, I've made the change now. I just have to test it.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing is to make an Electron app.
Hmm.
Once everything is all organized.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen oh okay. That wouldn't work. Have you seen the Micro Sandbox project? Well, there's a few different projects that are sort of like a locally. One is Micro Sandbox. You could also use macOS
Mm-hmm.
virtualization framework, but you could like run the sandbox locally.
Oh.
Yeah. Um, so okay, yeah. It doesn't like Vercel doesn't like the mono repo,
Oh shoot.
but that it's possible that I can show you. Well, let's look here. Stop. Go here. This is what we're dealing with. So here it says can't resolve. But so the good thing is it is running in the right directory
Hmm.
because it's building in Next.js, but then it says can't resolve.
App API route file.ts.
Oh, actually, I'm not sure.
Hmm. It
Oh,
is running in the web directory, right? Then why?
well, yeah, definitely, because that's where
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So actually, I have an idea. So I had a workaround before. So we go here, and then we go to settings, build and deployment, configuration settings, and the production deployment. Oh yeah. Oh hey, I,
Oh, here we have.
I turned that off. So we want to have here. Here's the root directory, right?
Hmm.
Um, here, project settings, production overrides. So yeah, this here was an override, but
Do you want to,
it should be
do you want to,
turned off.
sorry.
It should be turned off now.
Okay.
The question is if it's still using that old setting. Wow, see production overrides. The current production deployment differ from your current project settings. Yeah, so this is what we want in your current production deployment. Yeah, but I redeployed it,
Yeah.
so it should use the new one. Um,
Can
that's
you go?
oops. That's good.
You turned that to turn something on.
Huh?
No, no, nothing. I thought you accidentally turned something on.
Production. So here, um,
Oh man, I need to eat something.
it just ran npm run build. It's the install command. Well, I'm sure I'll get it to work later. I was able to figure this out
Mm-hmm.
pretty painlessly the first time. Like it's just about changing.
Oh yeah, again, we got the same thing.
Yeah. Um, uh, this here. Npm install command is apparently. It looks like it's still using that. Wait, but then that should be failing. But I don't see. Build logs. Oh, this isn't even the same domain. It's IUTF, and this one is different. Um, Okay. Here, deployments. Okay, this one is here. Deployment logs, resource source. Settings. Build and deployment. Okay. In the current production deployment. But if this is the current production deployment, IUTF6, why is this one a different domain? Doesn't make any sense.
I need to go now.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, see you, man.
Yeah, bye.
Good work. Bye. How do I get this to work? Keep deploying it again. Not make any difference. Oh, it's because that one failed. That's why it's using the old one. Okay.